For the first time in 134 years, the Salt Lake City Temple is going to be open to the public. And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is going to great lengths to prepare for their estimated 5 million visitors that are going to come in the 6 months that this temple is open to the public. And that includes a lot of the buildings around Salt Lake and how they're planning on bringing people into the temple. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what to expect when the temple does finally open and how some of these buildings are being changed in order to better facilitate visitors that are going to be coming in. I am so fortunate to sit with Lynn Turner, the director of the FamilySearch Library. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to talk more about this wonderful temple open house and how all of the buildings around here, especially yours, the FamilySearch Library, is going to be used to support the estimated 5 million people that are coming to visit the temple and see it while they can, while it's open to the public. And so, and construction, this was filmed a year before the temple's going to open up, and the construction here has already begun in order for you guys to do some things. Tell me more about how it's going to be for people when they come to visit and see the temple. Can you tell me, I know that this isn't, you're over this building more, but I know you know a lot more about kind of what's happening and things like that, you know, with the open house.
Yeah, so we are so excited for the temple celebration and for people to come and see more of what goes on in our temples, but also have an opportunity to go through this historic building. It was originally finished in 1896, 1?
Something like that, 1890s? We'll go with that.
That was, maybe should have thought about what I was saying before I said it.
No biggie.
But it's for me personally, it's going to be an opportunity to go back to through the Salt Lake Temple for first time in 7 or 8 years, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing it. As you mentioned, we are anticipating about up to 5 million people visiting the celebration. Traditionally on Temple Square, where we are part of that campus, so we usually refer to it as, we have about 20% of all visitors that come to Temple Square come to the library.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that many.
That's
great.
Yeah, that's kind of the typical average in any given year. So if we have up to 5 million, that could be a million people coming to the library. And so because of and to also put that into perspective, since we had a lot more visitors coming to the library pre-COVID. I know it's 2026 and we're still talking about COVID, but
yeah, it really did change everything.
With the construction of the temple, with COVID, as disruptors, we are averaging right around 200,000 people in a year coming to the library itself. And so you think about 1 million people in 6 months.
Yeah, that's
a lot. That's going to be a lot of people. However, we're really excited.
Oh, yeah.
We're making some changes specifically on our main floor to accommodate more people at a given time. So if people have come to the library before, they've seen the discovery experiences that we have on the main floor, we are increasing that. They're gone. They're gone right now. Yeah,
I was surprised when I walked in. They're gone, man. Here's a picture. They are gone.
Sledgehammers will be removing walls starting next week. But we're increasing the capacity so we can have more general public or visitors. We call them general public patrons, but just patrons in general coming and being in the building at one given time.
Okay. But before it was this experience, what are you going to do then? What's the main floor going to be for these people?
So it's going to be an augmented experience.
Okay.
So you'll be able to do a lot of the similar things that you were able to do. All About Me, a map, my ancestry.
Oh, okay. So that kind of stuff's still going to be there. Those types of things,
it's going to be updated. It's going to be enhanced with AI. And then we're going to add some new experiences.
Like?
You got to come and see.
Oh, that was just so bait and switch.
Yeah. You
can't tell me anything.
We'll have a new experience around memories.
Oh, okay.
We'll have a new experience around using some video assets that FamilySearch has done in the past for Roots Tech
Okay.
and other videos to help help people understand what Family Search does around the world.
Right.
Oftentimes people come, use Family Search to access records, but what does that look like? What are the relationships that we build with different record custodians, and kind of what does that process look like? So different things like that. And then we'll also have a way to show your connection with other visitors that come to the celebration.
Okay.
So the main purpose and emphasis in with our main floor is connection.
Okay.
How do you connect with your family? How do you connect with your community? How do you connect with others in general?
And this is going to be kind of the entryway into the Temple Square area that people they're going to be kind of coming right past this building to go in to see the temple when they come and visit, correct?
Correct. So more information about that will be coming. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints newsroom, the church's newsroom as we refer to it, will have more information about that. But there will be an app also, a Temple Square app, where will have more information. And that will be kind of the first entry point into the celebration and everything that's going on in 2027. Be able to reserve your tickets and different things like that.
Okay.
And you'll be able to read about the different events and different things happening in each of the buildings.
Oh, all right.
Different services, different things like that.
Okay, so what buildings are being incorporated? So we have the Family Search Library, which is across from Temple Square. Right next to it is the historical...
Is Church History Museum.
Yeah, okay. And are they doing some work over there as well?
They're doing some renovations there.
Okay.
Specifically on their second floor.
Okay.
And that'll be included. There is a new visitor center.
Okay.
That it will be opened in May
All right.
of 2026.
Oh, okay.
Next month. And then also other parts of the other side of Temple Square, you have the Relief Society building, which will have some it has renovations going on right now with that, and also the Beehive House and a couple of other buildings on the other side of the campus.
Wow, there's going to be a lot of people coming through. Yeah. I think this building, though, and what you do here is really important for people when they're going through the temple. And can we talk a little bit more about that, about why family history is important to members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and how it connects to the temple? Because I get that question a lot. And I think this is a really good opportunity for people when they come to visit the temple to get, why does it even matter? What's the connection?
So we get that question a lot. I just came from a library conference and was getting that question a lot as well.
Yeah.
So thank you for asking it. Family is core to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and its doctrine.
Yeah.
Part of our beliefs is that we can be together, united as families for eternity.
Rather than until death do you part.
Until death do you part.
Okay.
And because of that, we also, that extends beyond just our core family, that extends to our ancestors as well. And so the connection with the temple and its offerings that we provide for on behalf of our deceased ancestors is the work that we do in the temples.
Okay.
And what we would encourage and what you were even asked to do in the visitor center is think of a family member that is important to you. And if you think about that in context of family history, whether you're a member of our faith or not, we all have different members of our family, whether living or deceased, that are important to us.
Yeah.
And as you go through the experience with the temple and the visitor center or the visitor center, you'll be invited to come learn more about that individual and about your family here in the library.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, like we talked about, it's gutted. Construction's going on now. What if you want to come to this library to do research for your family in the next year? Are you going to be able to get in here and be able to do anything?
Very good question. The library will maintain its normal operating hours.
Okay, good to know.
All services are available.
Oh, good.
Even discovery experiences are available.
Where are they?
They're on the second floor.
Okay.
It's a smaller space.
Okay.
We actually have 10 discovery monitors, we call them.
Oh, okay.
So you can do all of the different experiences that you used to be able to do on the main floor. You can do it on the second floor now.
Okay.
Again, just in a smaller footprint. But all other services are open. So up here on the third floor where we are currently sitting, you can come research. Hopefully the drilling and the hammers won't be too loud.
Yeah.
A couple floors away.
Yeah,
but
that could affect people.
It
that
could affect
that will be
people.
a real thing, but it's not like you're on the same floor where that
Correct.
stuff's happening. So
if we do have an unexpected closure, we will try to communicate that
Okay.
on our website. We have a page dedicated to FAQs and also dedicated to just construction updates.
Oh, okay.
Is if there's going to be any disruptions to parking or to traffic and those types of things.
All right.
But that's FamilySearch.org/library, and there'll be a page. There'll actually be a banner. It's pretty obnoxious that
Right
I've
around
asked
the
for.
top. Yep.
Right on the top. Hey,
Beware. I've
beware.
seen it.
Go and click here for more information as
Yeah.
well. So,
Okay.
yeah, all services will be open and available. Just might be a little noisier than a typical library would be.
Right. And then when will the changes be available for the public to see that are in preparation for the temple open house? Will people be able to maybe get a sneak peek of some of that when it's done?
Absolutely. So our goal is to have all of our construction finished and our experiences up and so we can test them.
Oh, yeah.
By the end of the year, by the end of 2026.
Perfect. Okay. So if you want to get a sneak peek, come on
sneak
over.
peek, yeah. So between January 1st and when the temple celebration begins will be an opportunity to kind of give us some feedback on the experience.
Oh, great. That sounds great. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited about the temple open house and the opportunity for people to, you all know that I love finding out about your ancestors. So anything that we can do to help people feel that connection between those people that came before, because we're a product of our ancestors, whether we totally recognize it or not. And I think as you learn more about your ancestors and where you come from, it's a very rewarding experience, regardless of your religious or non-religious beliefs. I just think
100%.
it's a very rewarding experience. And I'm glad that they're going to be tied and people are going to have the opportunity to get a little bit more information about that too when they come. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so this video right here is another video that hopefully will help you as you're trying to research your ancestors and get you started in doing your family history. I hope you have a great day and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks.